Hello and welcome to this uh, program of Source Numerology. So my name is Satyadatta. I'm the author of the book Source, and I am a numerologist. I'm an astrologer, and I will tell more about myself when we proceed. And I'm also a numerologist and astrology life strategist. And so here, I welcome you all in this wonderful program of Source Numerology. Now, why I call it Source Numerology? Because I believe Source is the source of everything. Now, Source is the source of love, forgiveness, compassion, light. Source is the source of healing. Source is the source of whatever you see all around us. And if you move towards the source, we may get a lot of transformations which is possible in our life. So numerology is definitely, I believe, is a source tool, because source has given various laws, rules, and regulations. And as it is a tool of the source, if we understand it, we will get a flash information about, we may get a flash information about ourselves, and we can take decisions accordingly. So let's move into the seminar, and I welcome you once again. Thank you for coming over here. And let me just share the screen quickly. So what will be the flow of this program? So how this program is structured. So what we're going to do, I really wanted to first, before I start, I request you to have a pen and a paper or a diary or a pencil. So whatever you want, I really wanted to write down something, jot down something. You can just pause this video any moment of time, and you can just write them down. What I want first, you write down your name and you write down your date of birth. Date means date, month, and year. Okay. And secondly, I really wanted to write down something about yourself. I wanted to write that what are the current challenges you're facing in your life. If you have any health issues, medical, physical, or you have relationship issues or financial issues, so write them down. If you have some aspirations, when you want to do something, you aspire to do something in your life, so you can do that. And you can just make some columns. So like, what are your challenges? What is your aspirations? You can say goals. So what are the goals? Goals can be physical goals, what you wanted to do, and knowledge. Or you are watching this program for some kind of a knowledge gain. Now that's also kind of an aspirations which comes. We will talk about this more. But first, you write down your name and your date of birth. And second, what you do, you just create these categories: challenges, aspirations, and goals, or knowledge gain. And what will happen in this program? What we will try to do? We will try to understand numerology. Okay, we will try to understand numerology, and we will see that we can able to discover the solution or not, and achieve the results. See, here we wanted to do something. We want to achieve some results, and we wanted to understand numerology, discover solutions, so that achieve the results. So this is going to be the complete flow of this program. So now let's move into the let's start this program. So before starting, with your humble permission, let me just give an introduction about myself. So now let's go and understand this numerology in a better way. So here we will try in this program. We'll try to understand all about source numerology and how brilliant this source numerology is all about. So let me, with your permission, let me give a quick introduction about myself. My name is Satyadatta, and I am the author of the book Source. Now, I don't like to say myself as the author of the source, because I believe that source is the source of everything. So what had happened exactly, that in the year 2018, I made a little mistake in my investments. I trusted an investment company, and then all investment went for a toss. Huge amount. I was very sad at that moment, and I was trying to introspect, and I do my spiritual practices and all, and I got a message in my Mingmen. I got a visual in my Mingmen. So there are various energy centers in the body. So we have got third eye, Jushio, we have got message center, we have got Kundalini. So this is a point which is called as a Mingmen. So Mingmen is like life gate. It's on the just backside of the navel. I got a message. I was shown a big image. And I was very surprised, and the image was there actually floating. So it was around like 2018 September month. So the image was there almost 2 days in my Mingmen. And I'm also a soul communicator. I believe in soul communication. I practice soul communication. That means everything has a soul, mind, and body, and it is possible for you to communicate with them. So what I did, I was communicating with this image, that why I am shown this image, and the answer was astonishing. I was given a flow that there is a power in the universe that's called as a source, and source has created everything. A source is the source of anything you see around. Source is the source of love. Source is the source of forgiveness. Source is the source of compassion. Source is the source of money, finances, and everything all around. Source is the source of any form of healing that you see, any form of transformation. So I was into various modalities, as I will just tell about, and I started jotting down, and I realized, of course, everything of what you're doing in this world is actually taking you towards the source. So, and it was very beautiful experiences, and I jotted down. So, India's one of the biggest publishing house, Notion Press, came and they published my book, and now it is available in Amazon, Flipkart, the Notion Press stores, and almost 150 countries of the world. Then I was guided to create some other programs, which is called as other courses, other program. Like I created what is called as a source numerology, because I believe numerology is also predestined, and numerology is a predictive science, and it can be learned very easily. So I was practicing numerology from a very long time, but now I was guided to just put it on in the form of a simple course, so the people can learn this course. And then I was guided also to create the advanced version. See, anything you take, whether you take numerology, astrology, what is the purpose of this course? The purpose of this course is to finally purify and uplift you. So you are in a particular frequency, okay? You're in a particular frequency, and you are attracting all the issues or the problems or the suffering or the challenges because you're in a particular area of the time. You're learning a subject, but that is not enough. Then if you can somehow use those subjects and purify yourself and uplift yourself, that is the thing. So numerology is a very brilliant subject, and there are so many advanced technique I incorporated from various fields, and I created this advanced course in numerology. When I wrote this book, people were reading this book, but you know where the frequency of the book, I believe, was a bit higher. So what had happened is that I was guided for that. Why don't I convert this book into into a program where this program will just that the whole teaching, the powerful teaching or the powerful flow of the source, because I believe I have not written this book, but the powerful flow of the source can come like a daily supercharged capsule in front of you, and you just read and flow through or listen to this powerful videos. So I was guided, because why I was guided, because I realized many people do not have the habit of reading book. They have the habit of watching videos. So what if something is a very high quality videos which has the blessing of the word is given to the people, and they get it early in the morning or any time of the day, and they just go through it so that they can imbibe themselves, they can align themselves, they can align their soul, heart, mind, and body with the source, and a lot of transformations and purification can take place in various aspects of life. So there came this source guidance program. It's I believe it's one of the amazing programs of the world. Then I realized one more thing, that just learning is not enough. See, we are an amazingly multidimensional organism. Okay, so what is this all about? Is that see, we have got a mind, we have got emotion, we have got a physical body. Now you cannot, if you're saying that you are not different, so the problem may not be existing in just one layer. The problem may be in different layers. If you really wanted to bring about a transformation and fulfillment in every aspect of our life, then we need to administer every aspect of the life. So we need to talk about the power of the mind. We need to talk about the power, the batteries of the physical body. We need to talk about the energy of the body. Because suppose you want to do a healing and transformation, if the energy is not there in the body, then how will you be able to heal and bring transformation? Then you need to understand your emotions. Now we carry so much emotional blockages in our body. We carry so much emotional garbage in our heart, and so that act as a blockages. It doesn't let the higher forces of the universe to move in our body. So the emotions has to be taken into consideration. It's then your money is very important, because if you do not understand the concepts of money, if you do not understand the concept of the frequency, you don't understand the concept of the Lakshmi or the Kubera, nothing like that. Then when you are learning any course, you also need to imbibe the teaching in your heart. So just learning a course is not enough. Then how can you learn the complete thing in one go? How can There will be soul learning. How can you communicate with the soul of the whole course? Everything is required. And then manifestation. What is the real manifestation? How source operates in the world? What is so? Then every human being or everything you see all around, they are born with three reasons. One, there's a past life karma. Second, they have some unfinished task. And the third is they are born with the soul potential, source potential. There is a purpose for everybody's birth. And it's very important. Now, if you are able to discover the purpose, your purpose in this birth, then a magic can and fulfillment can take place in the life. So what I realized that along with the source guidance, I created a source guidance program with 360-degree support. Now, whenever you're doing this, it's like almost a 30-day program in which if you pass from one, it is like a handhold mentorship in which I'm step by step teaching you everything. Now, what is source? What are the two polarities? What is source? What is you? What's the power of the source? How can you always be in alignment with the source? Then what are the source tools? How can you start adapting each and every source tools? What are the different form of energies? What are the guidance systems which are available with us? How can you choose your line? How can you discover your source blueprint so that you can really fulfill and transform yourself in your life? So I've given almost 10 courses together at one go. So it is more than like the informations are amazing. So this many people are doing this course and they are able to discover their purpose blueprint maximum within 2, 3, 4 days of the program. And then it is the implementation process. There's a very practical program which takes you step by step. So there's a mentorship done by me. I'm actually overlooking the complete program. In fact, all the programs I'm overlooking. Whoever takes my program, everything has assignments with it. So people have to complete assignments. So what happens? Anything you learn, you need to fulfill the assignment. Then only you become better. Because practice makes it perfect. Because learning is not available. So it is done in a very practical way. I think it is one of the powerful courses in the world. I have not seen something like that ever in my life. So I'm very thankful to the source for giving me this opportunity to create this program. This is not done by me. I cannot. Every time I get a flow, I do something, and this is the result of the thing. So then I've also created something called as Create Your Online Course with Easy Resources. Now, I'm also into digital marketing and I'm also into media consultancy. So I realized that there are so many technologies today that can be used. So as I said, everybody is born with the soul potential, and the potential is to discover that potential so that you can help others unconditionally. So that is why I created this program called as Create Your Online Course with Easy Resources. Everybody has something or the other. You may be into painting, dance, or any other things, any stuff, or you may be healer. You wanted to learn numerology. So you can obviously use your experience to share it with the world. And then it's a very simple method. I'm using very simple method. So I teach all of these methods in this. How can you market and all. So this is another of our program. So I'm also a numerologist. I am an astrologer and a Jyotish Acharya. And I'm a Reiki Grandmaster. So I have been awarded twice from United States for my paper on cancer. And I am also a divine healing hands practitioner. What is a divine healing? It's like Reiki frequencies. So there are different healing frequencies all around us. So one type of frequency is the pranic, which is from our prana shakti. Then there are a universal life force all around us. So this is called as a Reiki, intelligent form of energy. Then there are energy healing, which are actually from the frequencies which are higher than the divine frequency. So then there are that's called as a divine frequency. Then I'm also a recipient of Dao Hands healing frequency, and I am also a researcher of Lama Fera. So I was saying that healing comes from two parts. Yes, the healing happens from different layers of our being, and most importantly, healing happens from the soul level. So soul is the source of transformation and healing in our body. Similarly, there are various healing frequencies all around us, natural frequencies or divine frequencies, Tao frequencies, and we can align with those frequencies to bring about healing transformation in our life. There are healing frequencies which are connected with the numbers in which we are born, and because behind them there are planets and behind them there are devtas. So healing happens from there. Healing happens also from the enlightenment beings like Lord Buddha, Lord Amitabha, Shija Munifu. Like Lama Fera is one of such healing technique. Like it is said to be from the heart of the compassionate heart of Lord Buddha himself. And so it's an amazing healing. technique. And so one side is a Reiki, one side is a Ramafera, and these involve some kind of a symbols and very powerful symbols, so they can bring about transformation and change in your life. And I'm also a Kundalini Kriya Yoga. So why I'm sharing this, because it is very important to know that know about, because here we are starting a relationship. Okay, you're watching this, and you should be able to know that who is teaching the subject, and the possibility of what kind of areas he's dealing with. So that will help you to identify where exactly you are, and probably that will help you to take maximum benefit from this program. That is why I'm sharing, humbly sharing, and thank you all for listening to my small introduction. Now let me jump into the subject that is of today's taking. The most important question is that you all are here in this program. You're here and you wanted to learn numerology, but the question happened is that, because I'm not just directly going to take you to numerology, because there's a specific reason. Whenever you are about to do something, whenever you are going to be in a program, whenever you wanted to listen to any program, so first of all, you should be very, very clear why you wanted to do something. I will make it very clear at the end of the program. I really wanted to see this program completely. Okay, then you will get the maximum benefit, because so much things will be given today that I am sure you're going to be a completely changed person, and you will have to understand the power of the source and the power of source soul inside you. So, but before you do anything, you should make sure anything you do, whether you do want to learn numerology, astrology, you want to do anything, just be very, very clear why you want to do that. Because if you are very clear, then the source will give you resources accordingly. Now, if you want something just for yourself, then limited resource will be given. Now, if you want something for your family, then it is a bigger resource will give. Now, if your thought process is for a whole community or the country or the world, then huge amount of resources will come to you. So that is how the nature and universe work. So that's what I really wanted to know, why you wanted to learn numerology. Let me just bifurcate it. There may be other points, but I have found this. Now, people come to numerology because they want solutions to some kind of a problem. Maybe they have a problem with finances. They may have a problem with health. Health has different aspects. Health is body, physical body. Health is also our mind, and health is also our energy. There's an energy system in our body. There's inside and outside energy, because that also work. So they may have a problem with all the three areas. They may have relationship issues. They may have an emotional level issue. I consider emotion more as part of the relationship with the self, relationship with the universe. So it is part of the health as well as it's a process of relationship. So they may have emotional issues. They may have issues with vocation and talent. Why? All of the people who are born in this world, they have some kind of a talent or other. They have talent. They're born with the talent. They're born with the vocation. They're born with a kind of a potential. But many of the people are unable to discover what is their talent, how they should go about it. And that is what the challenges are. And there are some people who know exactly what they're talented. They really are very clear what they want to do, but they do not find a method. So that's a problem. Numerology will able to guide you in all these aspects. That's what I'm showing you. Purpose of life. Now, many people do not know what is my purpose. I get a lot of questions from various parts of India and abroad that I really do not know what is my purpose of the life. What is my blueprint? What I have to do? Numerology in a flash can help you do that. Okay, it's really brilliant, and it can help you with your spiritual journey, whether you believe it or not. So we are like souls in the body, having mind and emotions and energy. So the spiritual journey is more important, very important. So we have a date of birth in which we are born, and we have an expiry date in which we are going to go out of this world. So we have come with an expiry date, and in astrology that is called as a punya tithi, okay, where we go out, and it's a very important date. But in between, the soul has to pass through its own journey. The soul has to experience. So what is the spiritual journey of the soul? What has the soul come here to do? Now, numerology is in a flash. It's a beautiful science. It's a beautiful source tool which can tell you, discover that. So then there are some people who wanted to have knowledge gain. You remember in the flow, we talked about knowledge gain. So there are people who really wanted to get a lot of knowledge. Now, why they want to get a lot of knowledge? Because they want the knowledge for themselves, or they want the knowledge for helping others. Now, here also, I will constantly say this. Now, if you want to have this knowledge just for yourself, wonderful, fine. But if you want to have this knowledge and you want to help so many people, that's going to be really, really super. Because when in your vision, in your wish, you incorporate so many people, then life happens like that. Okay. And then there are another kind of people who really want to achieve some kind of a goal. They are goal oriented. They want for self. They want to do. Many people ask me, when can I buy a house? When can I buy a car? What sort of education I should have, or what sort of career path I should have. So, and then there are some people who take care, who have goals for their families. They talk about their sons or daughters, or maybe their parents. And there are some people who want to achieve some goal, who have a grand goal, who have a grand vision. They're doing so great things. So numerology is also a tool which can help many masses together. They can help a family together, group souls, like group numerology, whole organization that can help. So it's a very powerful tool. And then MSI, people want to start a new method of income. So new method of income means, when I call as MSI as multiple stream of income, I call multiple stream of income as multiple stream of problem solving. So how do you get money? You get money only when you solve somebody else's problem. And as a law of compensation, universe or that person compensates you with money. So there are so many beautiful. Today we are entering into an amazing time. So we can have so many things we can do. We can do one-to-one counseling. So if you become a good numerologist, now once you finish doing numerology, you mastered this subject, you can have one-to-one counseling people. There are so many people who are looking for a solution at the moment. There are health challenges, as I mentioned earlier, health challenges, financial, they want a solution. And if you are a master of this numerology, you have to help them in one go, seconds. So I was actually chatting tomorrow morning with one of the very good pranic healer from the South India, and he was into so many things. So many people were saying something. I just took the numbers and I exactly pinpoint this is the thing happening with you. And he certainly sent me a message. I said, "Sir, your thing is absolutely accurate. Your predictions." So I thank my guru. I thank Source that for giving me an opportunity to serve him. But that's what I'm saying. So if you can know numerology, and you can follow through, understand your prediction only. This is a very simple thing, but it has so many information embedded inside itself. So you can become a teacher, you can teach others, and then you can create your own contents and help other people gain knowledge. So you can become you can create your own courses, and you can create this is a free course for you. I have a paid course also for you. So you can write books. Like I've written books in numerology. I've made an excerpt out of the source book, and I have also created another book which is on numerology. And I'm coming up with some other books, and you can become a blogger. You can share information in the internet, and maybe Google can pay you ads. One of my friend is doing a blog, and he's pretty well. He's earning a lot of money in that. You can become a YouTuber today, because YouTube is looking for all the internet, whether you Google or YouTube, they're looking for very good content at the moment. So you can create your own contents in numerology. You can share the stories, you can share the experience with numerology, and you can also have a MSI using this numerology. So these are the reasons why people go and want to learn numerology. And how numerology can help you? So numerology can help you. We can understand that how numerology can help you by understanding what exactly is numerology. Now, as I said, it's one of the source tools. Now, source, I believe, is the source of everything what you see around. Source is the point which has created the whole Brahman and the universe with its power. The source is the source of everything. Source is the source of love, finances. Source is the source of healing. Source is the source of relationships. Source is the source of your well-being. And source is given various tools, laws, and regulation to keep the whole universe in great balance. And numerology is one of such tools. And by numerology, it's like a maths. Okay, numerology, we are dealing with numbers. So it's very easy. So in Brihad Parashar Hora Shastra, there is a question that Maitreya, the student of Parashar Muni, is asking Prabhu in Kali Yuga. So astrology is such a vast subject. There are so many principles. How will people able to understand astrology? So Rishi Parashar said there will be a technique called as Ashtak Varga. Now, Ashtak Varga very convert the influence of the planets into numbers. So then the whole astrology becomes a game of numbers. Similarly, Anka Jyotish is so the numerology which we talk about is the maths behind your life. It's the mathematical formulas which is actually happening. It's the mathematical energies which are available with you. Yes, they're connected with the planets and the Devata consciousness, but yes, the maths is also vibrating in your nature. So as maths is the base of everything, like if you see physics, it's the base is maths. If you see chemistry, all the chemical structures, equations are based in maths. If you even see biology, go to the DNA, it's completely mathematical models. Okay. And maths itself is so maths is the science of all science. Einstein used to carry a pen and a paper, and he used to say, I'm carrying the whole rabbit in. Whatever he used to write mathematically, he used to prove that in reality. Also, he always used to try to prove that. So similarly, numerology is like a maths. It's a predictive science. It's a flash predictive science based on the mathematics in quantifiable numbers which are present in your chart and which can predict. So predict yourself. So numerology is that maths tool to easily understand your soul, mind, and body potential. So it will give you your flash. What are through the numbers in your date of birth, it will able to give you a flash prediction that what exactly you are made up of. What are the powers available with you? So it is numerology also called as a powerology. So what is your mindset? What are the elements you're made up of? What is your purpose of life? Everything can mathematically can be given to us. It's a such an amazing subject. But the question is, if numerology, astrology, so many things are given from this. So why is humanity, and we have been created by this, so why is humanity suffering? So remember one thing, that source also loves us, and source has given us free will. Okay. So sometimes we use free will, and we may not be completely aligned with what source wants us to do. So source has given various rules, laws, and regulations for the whole universe to be in a balance. But sometimes we fail to follow those laws and regulations. We fail to understand or discover our potential, and we completely go in the wrong track. And that is where the knock or the suffering from the universe happen, because suffering is also part of the source. You suffer because you're not in alignment. That suffering brings you back in the alignment. And the fast you learn about it, fast you learn about your potential, the fast you learn about your life purpose, the fast you discover your blueprint, there's a possibility that you're going to be in a complete fulfillment state, alignment with the universe and the power. So that's the purpose. So you must understand, we suffer because we are not in alignment with what source wants us to do, as simple as it is. So what is the purpose of numerology? The purpose of numerology is to purify yourself. So understand the word purification is an amazing word. So you take a bath, suppose for example, you are driving a car and suddenly the tire goes off, and you go and replace the tire, and a lot of dirts are there in your hands. So it's like it's a problem, it's a blackish. And so you take a soap and you just wash your hands, and your hands become perfect. Life is like that. So we are suffering because there are certain kinds of blocks which are there in our life, in our soul, heart, mind, and body. And the purpose is to purify them. Now, how will you purify them? Now, you are using soap in your hand. So soap has got a frequency which is higher than the dirt frequency, and that is where it is going. It is cleaning up. So you need something which is higher than yourself. And when you align yourself to that higher energy, when you focus on the higher energy, the higher energy goes inside you and purify you. So when you start learning numerology, you start activating all the numbers which are available and missing in your life. And once you start activating all the numbers, you actually activate the planets behind it. Now, the Jinchi Sheng, or the soul potential of the planets, are much more higher than we human beings. And behind the planets are even devatas. So you start activating all those energies. I will just come to devata quickly. So it's a divine science. So where behind, so devatas are behind every numbers and every planet. What does it mean? So if we can send our focus to them, so the healing energies will come, which is a potential that they can increase our frequency. And when they increase our frequency, whatever the condition are there within us, we may able to overcome those conditions. I will make it much more clear. So remember, the one thing you should take from this program is that behind the numbers of the planets and behind the planets are devatas. Now, what are devatas and what are asuras? Now, devatas are those energies. You will be watching from anywhere in the world. You may follow any religion, okay, what it is. But you have to understand in terms of devata as in terms of energies. Some energies which always wants to make you happy, which always bless you to grow, which always pushes you higher and higher, which wants your good in every possible, which protects you. Now, these are called as devatas. Now, there is another concept called as asuras. Now, what is asura? Asura means those energies which stops you from doing good, those energies which wants you to pass through the pain, those energies which doesn't want you to grow higher in your life, those energies which increases the tamasic guna in your body, which pulls you back. So our laziness, everything like our anger, our jealousy, greed, all these things are also a kind of asuras which are present inside us. And devata energies are all those energies which actually wants our soul journey to be completely fulfilled. So numerology is a science in which you will be able to see this potential. You will be able to discover this potential, and that's the power of numerology. So then what will happen? It's the greatest healing tool, numerology, because once you understand what are the kind of elements inside you and what are the devatas whose blessings you can take. I explained about healing energies. Healing comes from where? Healing comes from higher energies, higher bodies. So these planets, these devatas have higher energies. So once you start aligning with them, or once you use their objects, like crystals have a power to heal. So there are so many objects around you. You will start using those objects in your life. You will be able to bring about a healing transformation. So every planet represents certain elements in your life. So if you know about them, if you know about the mysteries of the water belongs to what, air belongs to which planet, if you use them properly, okay, mantra shakti belongs to what, communication, behavior sciences, karma. So once you start understanding them, you will be able to align yourself with higher and higher energy, right? And also understand the grand lineage you belong to. See, I tell you, source has created everything. Source has created everything what you see all around you. So source has created you. That is something which is so powerful, has created you. But by looking into numerology, you will be able to understand what is a huge power is there inside you. So that's what I say. So if you really want to do, so in marriage in India, they say, what is the kind of a one-ship? What is his father doing? What is his grandfather doing? They follow certain things. They wanted to see the lineage of the family. In spirituality also, you see the lineage of different guru. Who is your guru? Who is your guru's guru? In Reiki, you see the lineage, where the line is coming. So that means you know what exactly is you're carrying inside. Now imagine if you understand numerology. Numerology is a source tool. The powers are coming directly from the source. So you will be able to understand what amazing power you're carrying. That's why I call numerology as a powerology. And it's to understand the grand powers which you possess. And what will you do by understanding all this? What do you do by purifying others? What will you do if you're understanding devatas, understanding lineage? The purpose of any soul in this world, whatever you see around, Mother Earth, stars, galaxies, universe, if you see sun, he's burning himself 24/7 so that he can serve others unconditionally. Because of Mother Earth, so many people are able to live in this world. Every soul is helping others. The plants are helping human beings. We are consuming plants. We are consuming in the form of food. The air we breathe. So understand, every soul is here to serve others, and we have to understand this point very, very well. That our life is just not for us. Okay. That's what I said. You should be very, very careful why you are studying something. My purpose is to create your fundamental base so strong that you are unshakable. That's my concept. So the purpose of the numerology is to serve others unconditionally. What will you do? Once you start serving others unconditionally, universe will give you more resources. So there is something like this. What you're doing, if you're doing just for yourself, you will get a limited resource. If you do things for others, you will get many more resources. If you do things for the one, the complete one, the oneness of everything, then you will get tremendous resources. So you will serve others unconditionally. And what will happen when you start serving others unconditionally? What happens? What do you do? Universe compensates you accordingly. So there is something called as a law of compensation. So if you start being good to others, if you start helping others, so what will happen? Universe will start giving you virtues, and more virtues go in your soul, mind, heart. When it goes into the soul, your soul standing starts to increase. So when soul standing starts to increase, what will happen? It will increase your frequency and vibration. You remember one thing: whatever you are today, you're attracting things and the events in your life is because of the kind of frequencies you're releasing from your mind. For example, there is a lady who is divorced today, and after 2-3 years of break, she's again meeting someone, and exactly the same pattern is repeating, and she's getting again divorced. Why? Because every time she's releasing she has a past experience, and she's just embedding herself with that experience, and same kind of frequency she's releasing. And when she's releasing the same kind of frequency, she's attracting the same kind of person, and the same events are happening. People who go for various interviews lose interviews because they are actually facing same kinds of person. People who are in depth, completely the depth keeps on increasing because they are releasing frequencies of the same kind. The moment they tweak their frequencies of the mind, they will have a different frequency. So the frequencies of the mind are also connected to the frequency of the soul. Imagine there is a soul which is having a particular mind frequency, and it is releasing a kind of particular event in your life. If he is doing good works to the others, so he's number one, his frequency of serving others has started to increase. the whole thing is being observed by this, by the universe, the source, and source is blessing, blessing, blessing with a lot of virtues. When the virtues are going in the frequency starts to increase. When the frequency starts to rise, there's a different, he's in a different frequency world, and now all those problems which were there in that person is no longer existing. He is entirely in a different world at the moment, in his soul, heart, mind, and body. So now he's going to attract all these things, all those events that is good for him, good for his family, good for the society. So his whole aura and everything changes. That is the purpose. That's the magic of the numerology. Learn yourself who you are. Learn your purpose. Serve others unconditionally. Increase your frequency in a very simple and nutshell. And it's the biggest spiritual tool for what? For doing a SWOT analysis. Now, SWOT analysis is something which is used in marketing, which is used in management. Now, SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. In a flash, in just a flash, it's a flash numerology. Numerology is like a flash prediction. In a flash, you will be able to tell what is your strength, what is your weakness, what is your opportunity, what is your threats. What are the strengths? Strength means what kind of planets are present with yourself. What are the numbers present? Opposite weakness means what is missing in your life. So everybody has, in a date of birth, we will come to that later, but just sharing. Everybody has, we have got 9 numbers basically in numerology, and in mnemology, we have got 2 binary digits, 0 and 1. So we are able to see how many numbers are present. Generally, almost 99% of people do not have all the numbers in numerology, all the numbers with them. They have some missing number or other. So what are the numbers which are present? That's the strength. Weakness, what are number are not there. Opportunity, if some powerful number is getting repeated in the night. Threats, if some important numbers is missing. So in a flash, you will be able to see and understand, and then you will be able to correct yourself. Because what is our purpose? Just not to understand numerology, is also to correct us, also to cure us, also to heal us, also to help us. That's the purpose. And remember one thing, every event has in every nature of events brings a kind of a numerological vibration. Every event creation has a numerology. You're meeting a friend, your friend is bringing energy. Either he can suck your energy or he can give you energy. Every event of your life it brings energy. You are having a marriage in your house, so the marriage brings another. A groom and a bride brings different kinds of energies with them. So that's the purpose. You're creating a company. Now, the day the company is created, is bringing a kind of energy within energy. You're having a pet in your home. The pet is bringing a kind of energy at your home. Number consciousness in your life. So you're launching a product. So it's a numerology. You are writing a name in such a way, is bringing a kind of energy. So remember this numerology, every event in your life. So from now onwards, you should start writing the dates, important dates of your life. If you remember, fine. Create a diary for yourself. Start writing the important days of your life. So there is another magic thing which will happen, which we will talk about when we go a little further. But that's important, because believe and see what the numbers are happening in all those times. What is the number of your, even the day you entered a house, you bought a car, you went for an interview, you went for a job, everything was bringing some kind of a numerological pattern. Day you ask somebody, ask you a question, that is a prashna. So that is also a numerology. Okay, I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. So let us now move into what are the most important things, or the elements in numerology. So before that, let me tell you one thing, that everything in this universe is releasing some kind of a message and vibration. Everything is vibrating, as whether it is a visible or whether it is invisible. So you may say that that these numbers are invisible. We cannot see this number. How can it? Yes, it has information. It has massive message, because we can just see a certain percentage of thing. Even just 4th degree, we can see. There's so many things are happening daily, which is just in the invisible world. Because God or the universe has blocked us in just visual frequency. Our eyes, or the sense of our eyes, can just see the visual, but there are ultraviolet, there are infrareds, beyond rays, which we cannot see. There are so many sounds happening. There are sounds of the small ant. There are big bangs happening in the universe. So those also have energies, but our ears and systems and senses are limited. So just don't always say that if I cannot see or if I cannot hear, I will not believe it. But there are some things which happen. Sometimes you could feel when you're doing. So this feeling factor is very good. You have to open your message center. Okay. So we have got what? We have got our name. So our name releases message. Now name follows something which is called as a binary system. So there are various systems of numbers: binary, decimal, hexadecimal. So binary is like 0 and 1. All the computer systems of the world works on 0 1. All the manifestation, whatever happens in the world, is 0 and 1. So it's called as a fueling. Now, what is the meaning of fueling? It's a very important number. Important power. Fueling means the name has a power or not. The name will go far or not. Okay, that's the purpose of numerology. And there is another thing which is called as a date of birth. Now, date of birth is continuously releasing information. It is a very important power within us and around us, our date of birth. So what does it follow? It follows a decimal system. Now, decimal system, it doesn't follow all the decimal system, but it follows 0 to, not 0 to 9, because 0 is not taken in numerology, but 1 to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 9, it becomes the 10 number becomes 1 plus 0, again 1. So it follows 1 to 9 system. So basically 1 to 9 numbers are taken into consideration, and linear addition follows. So even if there is a 3 digit, we convert, or 4 digits. So 1 digit or 2 digit or 4 digit, we convert it into a single digit. So that means we keep on linearly added. It is there's 19,7. So 1999. So we will add 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. So that will finally come at 327 at 28. So 28 again we will add 2 plus 8. We will convert into 10. 10 is 1 plus 0 and 1. So finally we will reach to a singular figure. So but it follows a decimal system. So numerology is based in available numbers and missing numbers. So I talked about the date, the month, and the year. So I hope you have written down. So I asked you to write your name. I asked you to write your date of birth. So you will find that you have a date, you have a month, and you have a year. So if you see the numbers very clearly, we talked about 1 to 9 numbers. So you will find that within 1 to 9 numbers, some numbers are there in the chart. Maybe 1 is there, 2 is there, 3, or you will again find that some numbers within 1 to 9 are not there in your chart. So this is the whole game of numerology, the available numbers and the missing numbers. So available numbers are those numbers whose blessings are there in your life. So due to some past karmic things, you have got this number, you've got this matrix of the date in which you are there. And here, these numbers are blessing your life. And missing numbers are those numbers. Due to your past karmas, you've got certain things. There are certain things that these numbers are not blessing you in this lifetime. Okay. Now, from these 3 numbers, from this date of birth, so the most important thing is the date of birth. So, but what we generally in numerology do, so the date, month, and year are the most important number. But when the soul starts getting enlightened, so what we say, we start adding the numbers also. So for example, a person is born on 22nd of any month. So 2 plus 2 are added to come to 4. So these are the secondary level. So suppose he's born on 12th of December, he's born on December, that is the month is 1, 2. So 1 plus 2 is also added. So it becomes 3. And suppose in as I said, 1999. So 1999 is brought to 1. So, and then the final additions are also done. So the complete addition also brings us to a number which is called as a soul number. So understand. So don't go for terminology, because there are so many terminologies going on: life path number, destiny number, conductor number, driver number. Just omit. We keep it very simple. The more simple you think, the more understanding you have got, the more better it is. First is the main number. These are the numbers which you are immediately born in. Now, then the first number, the date of birth number, is your basically your life path number. So what you're supposed to do? What are the constituents of blessings in your life? And an addition of all the numbers, we come to something called as a destiny number. What the soul has come here to do? What is soul? Soul is actually traveling from one lifetime to other, and in this lifetime, it has come here to do a particular thing. The soul. So people who are enlightenment. So people are not enlightenment. Their primary number starts to get activated. Then, when they start getting enlightened, when they start getting uplifted, they move inwards towards the soul. They have an understanding of the soul by spiritual practices or by some kind of a conditioning. The soul power starts to get activated, and then the soul number starts to benefit in the world. So that is called as the destiny number or the soul number. What is the destiny of the soul in this world? So, and there is another third number which is very important number. It's called as the activated number. So this is a very secret number in your chart, secret number in your life. So there is a method of finding it. So these two are very clear from the numerology. You can see the first day and the soul number. You will be able to tell what is the person going to do in this life. What is the soul going to do in this life? So what are the constituents? What are the powers available in that person? What are the planet which are supporting that guy? And what are the planet which are supporting in the soul? So these two are working. But there is another third planet, third number, which helps the person unknowingly, secretly behind it, blesses you. and in all the events which happens, this number keeps on supporting. And this is a magic that once you start finding the activated, it is called as the activated number. So it acts like a catalyst, and it gives a spark for the soul and the body, soul and the person, to become active, or attract certain events of the life, to manifest certain events of the life. So this is very important, to take blessings of this activated number. Once you're able to take blessings of the activated number, if you know, you're able to find out the activated number. So you will, once you focus on the activated number, qualities of the number, then I think you can able to achieve some kind of miracles in your life. So this is all about how we go about in numerology. And now what we are going to do, we are going to find out what are the powers available with you as we move towards the planet. So now it is a time that you have written your date of birth. I am going to explain about all the 9 planets. I'm going to explain their qualities and what are the devatas behind the numbers, and you write it down. So you will be able to understand what is the available number in your life, what are the missing number in your life. So let's move and understand these planets in your life. So let me share this screen, and this is here we are in the number. So let's understand from number 0. So number 0 is let me just put it on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So these are 9 numbers. 0 is not taken into consideration in numerology, but 0 is considered in astrology. It's called as a lagna, or your connection with the source. So something to start from. And number one represents the planet Sun. So remember one thing: whatever see around all the things around you. So there is a male and the female energy which together creates everything. So so for example, we are here in this world because of our mother and father. So there's a pharma energy, there's a yin and yang energy which is required. So I will not say about yin and yang, the two energies combined together. You want to manifest something, you wanted to attract something, you wanted to have a wish, and you want to fulfill the wish. So two energies work together in hand. One is your mental, your thought process. Second is your action. Then the manifestation happens in your life. Sun represents that father energy. Sun represents that soul power. Okay, so if you wanted to, so it represents some kind of a new opportunity, new beginning, new events in your life. And Sun. So if you really wanted to understand a number, you just look into the planet behind the number, see the quality. So if you wanted to see the Sun, now what is the kind of a Sun? Now there are two kinds of point of view. The Sun is considered as a center of the solar system, and all the planets are revolving around in a kind of a discipline. So Sun brings discipline. Sun is a luminous body. He's a royal body. He's a royal planet. So it's like a king. Okay. So he brings his purpose is to give light. His purpose is to give knowledge. He's a giver. Everything you see around is because of the Sun we are alive today. It is because of the Sun that the change of season is happening. It's because of the Sun. Sun is sending rays to the plants, and the plants are creating, with the chlorophyll, they're creating the food or whatever we are getting in this earth. The Sun is a giver. He's an Aditya. So if a person has Sun in the prominent position of the date number or the soul number, you can expect those kind of qualities in his life. So it is a number of creation. The whole creative power is there in Sun, and it's a number of leadership. Okay, Sun is leading all the planets. All the planets are revolving around. He's like a king. He's a center system. Okay, his purpose is to give light. So wherever Sun is, Sun gives light to the system. He's like a leader. So if a person from a young age, you will find that he has number in Sun in the primary position, he will say that among the friends, he's the leader. He will give certain the qualities of knowledge which will come to him. Everybody will start following him. So that's the power. Behind Sun, there is a devata called as a Vahani. Okay, Vahani. What is Vahani doing? So whatever prayers we are doing in this world, whatever things we wish for, pray. So the energies actually come to the Sun, and from the Sun it is taken by Vahani to the source, and from source it comes back, and again that manifestation happens. So that's the devata behind the Sun. The second most important is the Moon. Like the Sun represents the soul power, the father energy. The Moon represents the mind power, emotion power, or the motherly energy. So it's a very important number. These people, this is a very important number for relationship. Why? Because it's like a mother energy. So the caring energies are there in the Moon. These people who have Moon on the first or the soul number, They're very gentle, they're tactful, they're diplomatic, they're forgiving and understand others a lot. And see, there are so many qualities of this planet, but we are just here taking the basic qualities. So you just, so we are trying to make things very simple for you. Just understand moon. What is the kind of a moon? The moon is also imagination, intuition, emotions, motherly energies. Okay, so and moon is also responsible for all the caring energies of the herb energies of the world. The water of the world, all is represented by moon. Our physical body is made up of 70% water. So imagine the influence of the moon in our life. Imagine the influence of the imagination. If you really want to change something in your life, you have to have a very beautiful moon. So this number two is that number, and behind the moon, number two is the devata called as Ambu. Ambu means the water dev, the Devi of the water, and the Devi of the caring of the earth, the caring, the goddess of caring. This is Ambu. So mother caring, the mother goddess is Ambu basically. So if you can soul communicate with this consciousness, and so a lot of transformation can happen in your life. Why I'm sharing about these energies, these Devta energies? Because if you can simply talk and take guidance from them in a method which is more suitable for you, you may find certain kinds of blessings coming from them. Okay, number three element is called as a Jupiter. Very, very important number. And it's a number of support. Okay, if you want these people who have three present in their chart, number three present in your chart, they get some kind of support from their family, some kind of support from their family, some kind of support from some organization. They get this. It's a number of support. It's a number of wisdom. Whatever wisdom you see, numerology, astrology, law, us to the knowledge part, the blessing of the knowledge comes from the blessing of the Jupiter. So law, Jupiter writes the law, and Saturn executes the law. So it's very important number. It's a number of health. So suppose a number is present, this number three is present in a singular digit, in just only one. So it's a good health. It is not there, it is not so good health. Okay, there may be constitutional problem. But suppose this number three is repeated again, then it's also a number of expansion. So there has to be a balance in numbers. So it gives you health. To see health of a person, this Jupiter it should be there in the chart. Then the most important thing is giving value. If in your life you're not doing a lot of things, but you're not getting value in your life, check the position of the Jupiter. Check number three in your chart. And if you want to improve number three, start giving value to people. And these people have very good social skills. Now, social skills means if any person or a family needs some help, their first call they give is this Jupiter in people. So they have very, very good social skills with them. And the Devata behind three is called as Indra. Indra is very important. He's actually one of the Dikpalas of our Vedic temple. So because if the temple is constructed in a very nice way according to the Vedic rules, so you need 4 Dikpalas so that the central energy of the Bimba can come. So Indra is actually the guardian of the eastern side. He's also used in Vastu. So he has got tremendous energy. He's one of the he's the king of the heaven, and he's very powerful. So Jupiter is so Indra is the Devata behind number 3. So number four is Rahu or Uranus, and in Indian astrologers they relate number 4 to Rahu, and Western astrologers to Uranus. They almost have similar kind of qualities with them. When Uranus was discovered, they found the similar quality with Rahu. Rahu is not a planet. Rahu is a mathematical point of the universe, but it's a very, very important point. Try to understand this. So I was talking about the sun, which is rotating around the sun, other planets rotating, even Earth is rotating. Now come to Earth. Just go. So there is 2 point of view. One is called as a geocentricity, heliocentricity. Heliocentricity means where sun is the center of the universe. But when in Earth, what we see from the Earth, that stars, galaxies, universe, and sun are rotating all around us. So this is called as a geocentricity. So from the geocentric point of view, what we find that the sun is rotating around the Earth. Also, moon is rotating around the Earth. So there is an orbit of the sun and there is an orbit of the moon. And these 2 orbits are not have the same degree. So it's a little, one is a little higher. There's a difference of degree. So the point of intersection of the orbit of the sun and the moon is called as a Rahu point. Very important point. Our sages actually discovered a lot of information about this point. Very important. And just 180 degree from there is called as a Ketu point. Okay. What is the purpose of the Rahu? Rahu is that point from which the soul enters the earth. It's really a kind of an illusion. So Rahu gives an illusion for the source and it gives an expansion. Look, this earth is so beautiful, amazing. So Rahu gives that pull for the source. And what does the Ketu does? Ketu does exactly the opposite. Ketu, the purpose of Ketu is called as a moksha karaka. Its purpose is to take the soul out. So purpose of the Ketu is make sure that the soul has passed through the dharma rightly, and so that if he's not on the right path, to correct the path and then take the soul out. So this is the purpose of Rahu and Ketu. It's a very important point. People who have number 4 in their chart, they are generally very having luck and fortune, very lucky people. They are very careful and prudent, and they are little different from the masses. What the masses, others are thinking, they are thinking a little different from the masses. Initially, they are lazy, they struggle a lot, but suddenly some events happen in their life, and there is a potential. Then they can grow very high in their life. The devata behind number 4 or Rahu is Maha Saraswati. So see, Rahu sometimes create a kind of a fogginess also in your mind. So to remove that obstacle, so Maha Saraswati is to be worshipped. And in terms of the Devi frequencies, Durga frequencies, Chinnamasta is the Devi which has to be worshipped for Rahu. So then soul communication can be done with them. And then comes number 5. Number 5 is represent planet Mercury, Buddha, and it is all about now. When we learn numeroscope, now numeroscope is seeing the whole numbers present in the chart in one go. Like there you have horoscope in which you are able to see the position of the planets. So in one go, and so there is a numeroscope. Now in numeroscope, number 5 becomes the central number. So that is why it is called in numeroscope and or in Vastu, it is the stability. It determines stability. So Mercury is a planet of stability, and it has been seen and observed that these people who have 5 in their main position, they pass through any kind of financial situations very easily. So they have got a power of intelligent speech. They are connected with some kind of a higher power, and they can take very quick decisions, and they're very versatile, adaptable, smart, and progressive. These people are very smart, versatile, and progressive. So number 5, Mercury is also called as wish, because if you have seen the very old thermometers, basically, so there used to be a mercurial thermometer. Nowadays you see electronic thermometer, and you see these distance thermometer, which is people are carrying in metro stations, and all doctors are carrying to see the thing. But previously we used to have the mercury. So mercury is considered as poison. So this so if you really wanted to remove the if there is a imbalance of the mercury, one should worship Vishnu. So Vishnu is the person using whose blessings you can improve on the mercury condition in your life. So number 6 is related to planet Venus. It's a very important number. This has sparks inside. There's a lot of sparks, new ideas inside Venus, and this is the planet of comfort. So this is a planet. So if you want to do a startup, you should see that you have got new ideas, new sparks to start this ignition process. So inside yourself, it has some kind of a Shakti consciousness inside yourself. And these people who have number 6 in their prime positions, they have a strange magnetic power with them. So whenever I get some cases, I've got some cases, I just saw I try to see the mercurial thing in so the Venusian card. So whenever some person comes, for if somebody from the film industry and from political background ever come to you, just check the position of the Venus in their chart. And so one thing, this number 6 people should be very careful, because this is also a number of comfort. This is a number of big, vast luxury items. Okay, these people have a habit of unnecessarily spending money, or when they spend money unnecessarily, they feel the vacancy of the money, and they borrow money. So there is a chance that these people might get into a lot of debt. They have great imagination. They want to do big company. They have big plans. So for that, they borrow money, and sometimes they can be stuck, especially in these kind of situations. So the number 6 people should also be very careful with their money matters. So that is one of the drawbacks with every planet has, but this is what I'm just trying to tell you. And the devta behind number 6 is Sachi, wife of Indra. So this is a very powerful Devi, and she can bless a lot of a person if there is a proper method of communicating with her. Number 7 is Ketu or Neptune. And so as I said, Ketu is the 180-degree point away from Rahu. And these people, what is the purpose of Ketu? The Ketu's purpose is to align the purpose in the soul journey. So in soul journey, the person has to move from the body to the emotions to the mind. He has to go very deep. So these people who have Ketu in their number and in the soul number, they have a deep intuitive ability, because they have to jump deep inside themselves. And these people are deep thinker and knowledge. And they are there is some kind of a foreign connection also. What is a foreign connection for this number 6 also is a foreign connection, and number 7 is also the connection. Now 7 foreign connection is understanding deep knowledge, and 6 is for comfort. So these numbers are very important number. I just need to tell you that what is the flow of this number. So number 1 and 2, 0 is the starting point, 1 and 2 means brings a new beginning, something starting. Jupiter gives you wisdom. Now 4 is an illusionist. Rahu is a kind of illusionist. He gives an illusion. Oh wow, beautiful is the world is. Now after that, you can get trapped by number 5. Number 5 is a Mercury. It's also liquid cash. Now you can have a cash and you can have number 6. Number 6 you can use two ways. Either you can use the number for the welfare of the others, or you can just go deep inside yourself for having a deep comfort for yourself. Now if you do that, now number 7 comes in your life, it is going to watch you. What is the soul doing? Is the soul living his life for just up to very selfishly? Now if it is doing selfishly, it is going to send certain kind of a painful energy. Heat energy of Rahu is very powerful, and it is going to wipe out whatever is happening. It's going to create a lot of disturbance to purify the soul until the soul goes into the spiritual power and does something which purifies himself. And that's the power. And then will comes the Saturn to give you the reward of what you have done. But the purpose of Ketu is very, very clear. It is actually for giving you, bringing you, because it's a moksha karak. It wants the soul to pass very freely. So this is so these people are also interested in science and metaphysical activities, and a lot of people have joined our numerology because they're into science background. They have this this. I've seen many of the chart. They have this number 7, so they are into they just want to study more and more. And so Devta behind number 7 is like Ganeshji. So if you do Ganesha thing, success will come, and Ketu will help you. The Ganesh will help you pass through this river of life. And also in terms of Devi Urja, Dhumavati Mata. So Dhumavati Mata has some deep knowledge with her. So if you systematically, if you understand from some right teacher how to worship or take knowledge or guidance from Dhumavati, that's the Devi. But both Dhumavati and even Chinnamasta, all Devis are actually coming from Durga. So Durga is the Devi which should be worshipped. Durga is the mother. Durga is the Adi Shakti, which is the source power of the universe that can be worshipped. Then after that comes 8, Saturn. Saturn is the planet which represents, and Saturn is called as the Karma Devata. So this number, the people having number 8 in their number or the soul position, they have some sort of a karmic life. They're bound with some kind of a karmic chain. So he's called as a Devata of Karma Phala. Whatever karma you have done, he's going to give you the phal. He's going to give you the reward of that. So, but in numerology, it is also called as the number of abundance, number 8. So it represents like infinity, turned vertical. It is double the 4. So these 4 people also have a very they're very kind of a stubborn. If they want something, they will get that. But this number 8 people, this number is called as abundance. Why abundance? Because this number 8 people have the knowledge of what is right and what is wrong. And why they should use this knowledge? Because if they follow hard work, and if they follow what is right and wrong, and they don't take shortcut, then abundance will be the result. So because Saturn is giving you karma. If your karmas are absolutely good, so don't worry about Saturn. Saturn will give you reward beyond comprehension. But if you're taking shortcuts, if you have been greedy in your life, and maybe in this lifetime or some connection with the past life, Saturn will give you his reward accordingly. So he's a very hardcore teacher. He's a hardcore master. So what he does, he's not like Jupiter. Jupiter is like a giver. Yeah, really. If Jupiter is there, blessing in a child will give you so many things, like in a smiling, he will give you. But Saturn will give you a lot. He will pass you, make you pass through the hardship, and then abundance is result. You want to see abundance, you see the because Saturn is called as a Shani, but the other name of Saturn is Sona, gold. So you see the goldsmith, the goldsmith the people who are into the gold business, and they have gone very high. There's a lot of people are working under them. So see that, and see them very carefully, and you will see the Saturn is very stronger in their work. So the Devata behind Saturn is basically we are working for the Saturn is for Kala, time. So the Devi is called as Kali, and or in another way it's called as Brahma. So Brahma is the root, the from where things have originated. So Kali is the Devata, the time, the Devi of the time, the Devi of the Kala. So Kali has to be worshipped, has to be soul communicated in order to take the knowledge, take the blessings of Saturn. So take the knowledge of number 8, which is very important number in your life. Now, what is number 9? So number 9 represents Mars. Now Mars is for what it is a very important planet, and it is a number of immunity. You are alive in this world. We are alive in this world only because of Mars, because it creates a kind of a field around us, so that it protects us from all the harmful outside energies. It has fighting ability, so it fights immediately, fights for others, it can fight for self, and is a number of courage. It's a very important number. And Devta behind it is a number of rejuvenation, recharging. So the Chaldeans who created this connection between the alphabets and the numbers, they did not they did not give any alphabet connection with number 9, because they believe that number 9 is a very, very pure number and a pious number. And the Devta behind Mars is Kartik and Murugan. He's the commander chief of the heaven, basically. He's protecting the heaven. So this is a power number. So I hope you have understood now. If you look into your chart and you can relate to this energy, if you write down these energies with you. So if you have not written it down, so you just keep on moving back and forth. So I'm just stopping this video. You can just take even a screenshots of this. Like you take a screenshot like this, and you can take a screenshot like this. Okay. And then you can take a screenshot like this. So all the things will basically come. So just write down in your chart. You see your date of birth and just write down what are the qualities you have. Then try to relate to it. And see somebody else's chart and try to do that, whatever the numbers. You can add up the numbers and come to the soul power also. That thing also you can do. So you will be able to understand very, very well. I hope this is clear. And I also wanted to tell you that there are so many things into it. There are so many things about this number and much more thing. But this is the basic things, so that you will be able to grasp the essence of this number. And that is also very, very important. Now, what else the number tells? So what else the number tells? So we have understood about the number also tells about your health. What sort of health you have got? The number tells about your elements. What are the elements you are made up of? So everything is made up of some kind of. There are 5 elements of the nature, and everybody is made up of that. I'm not talking about the Panchabhuta. I'm talking about the 5 elements of nature. What are the elements available with you? There is a direct correlation with the numbers which are present in your chart, in your date of birth. What is your money and finance blueprint? What is your emotional makeup? What are the planets? Which planets we have already talked, but planets have so many more qualities. So numbers tell about that. Planets tell, of course, about the devatas, and planets tell about your mental makeup. What is your mind thinking? What is the balance between the minds? What is corpus callosum? What is the right and left brain's behavior? And then planets tells about your relationships. How is your relationship with how you relate to others? So the numbers tells a lot of things about that. Then your vocation. What is your talents which you are born? And what is your soul power? What is the soul wants to do? What are the yogas? There are like, in astrology, there are so many yogas, sun yogas, moon yogas, there is Gajakeshris yogas, Vasi, Vesi. Similarly, here also, there are so many yogas which form in your life. There are like your will yoga, your mind yoga, then you have action yogas, then you have got a materialistic yogas, then you have got a spiritual and emotional yogas, you have yogas of your physical, mental yogas. You have your yogas of your success, like what sort of success you're going to get, what time you're going to get the success. Everything can be seen from the numbers. And your soul journey. What does your soul come here to do? And what is your direction of life? And what is your blueprint? So all the things combined together is your blueprint. Your name, your date of birth, your yogas, your numeroscope. Once you see that everything is is the complete blueprint of your life. So numbers can tell us about so many things. So I hope you have started to understand and enjoy numerology. So there is a kind of a myth which is there in front of people that learning predictive science is difficult. So now you understand it is not difficult. Once you understand even a numerology, you will be able to understand and predict yourself. Then there is another myth, second myth number 2 is it's difficult to find a solution. It is not difficult to find a solution. If you have a problem, you exactly know where the problem is coming, missing number or active number. If there is a problem coming from the active number, because suppose you have an active number, but you're not giving enough importance to that active number. You have number 8, but you're doing greedy. Your number will start to reduce the power of the numbers. But if you have missing numbers and you are doing good karma, so for example, number Saturn. Now Saturn also loves those person who takes care of their parents, who takes care of the country, who takes care of the lower section of the society. As I said, each number has so many different qualities. Okay. So if you are helping something like that, your karmic energy will start to increase and rise. So this is a solution I'm giving you. Karma is the greatest solution. Just follow the planet, understand the planet, start doing the karma according to the planet, and things will start to happen in your life. So it is not difficult to find a solution. And it's people say it is difficult to discover the life purpose, but it is not at all difficult to discover the life purpose. Once you attune yourself with these numbers in your life, and you can shape your life accordingly. So I hope you all wanted to learn numerology, and you want to learn numerology and take numerology in a different way, practice numerology so that you can make your life better. So I want you to understand one thing. So I want to ask you one question. Basically, I wanted to ask is that do you really wanted to do you really wanted to do you let me just do a little correction here. Do you really want to numerology? If you really wanted to learn numerology, raise your hands from this, and here we'll be able to see that you wanted to learn numerology. Your own soul will be able to understand whether you want to learn numerology or not. Think from intuitively from inside. Yes, if you really wanted to learn numerology, say it in your heart, say it into the universe, and what will happen. But before that, try to understand why you want to learn numerology. The why is again very important. Now it is going back to where we started. So and there are many who really, maybe you're one of them, who really wanted to change their life and come out of the problem. And there are some people, maybe you are one of them, who want to really discover their life blueprint so that you can have an amazing life, you can have a fulfilled life, you can have a fulfillment for your family, or for your society. But always remember, why should heaven help you to come out of the problem? Why should heaven help you to discover the blueprint? Now, if you can find the why answer, magic will start happening in your life. And that's the magic is all about. So these are the very important questions you think. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. You will be able to learn the science. You will be able to find solution. You will discover the person, but you should know why you should do it. Okay, let me just quickly guide you on something. I will guide you on my thing, but I think just in case you wanted to learn in a different way, how do you want to learn and practice and understand numerology? On your own, you can do that, because there's so many books available in the market. You can go through them one by one, and you can start learning. You can go to a teacher and learn from them. You can go to the internet. But remember, in internet, the message and informations are very chaotic. It's a very scattered. So you have to very intuitively guide yourself and take the lessons of the case to start learning it. Then there are some institute who teach you numerology. Other numerologists, you can learn with them, practice with them, and you could go. So let me tell you about something which we have created. You remember when I started this, I talked to you about our course, redesign your destiny with source numerology. So that's the name which came to me, because you can, yes, now you have a power to redesign your destiny. So something else is happening. You're in the wrong path. If you know your numerology, able to redesign your life. You have a health issue, you will be able to redesign your life. If I'm telling you that this thing you do, then probably the things which are going wrong in your karmic level or in your adaptability level, you will be able to change them. That is why I've called this redesign. You will have your self power to redesign your life. So it is a 5-day online course, and the whole course is instantly available. So just in case you are going to enroll for this course, the whole material is a 5-day course. There are so many things which are taught. Now, this what I shared you is just a small percentage of that, and there's so many more things. I will just share all the detail about the 5 days, because the course content is 5 days, and it is recommended. So in one go you will get access, but the first page will be visible in front of you, and you will have link to the second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day link are there. I'm going to be there in that course, and so it's going to get instant access, but it is always recommended to go through the course one day at a time. So this is a high quality video based on content, and everything is explained very step by step. So there's a very step by step system which is followed in this thing, and you have a complete freedom to watch it anytime. So you're not tied up that the classes are happening, so you have to leave everything and join the classes. So how I'm teaching, it's exactly the same way. A lot of more information is there. So the classes are explained in mind map. Now mind map is a very beautiful technology that is very psychologically oriented, and practical assignments are given and feedback system. So every day there is an assignment given, and you have to finish up the assignment and send it to me. So I will check the assignment and I give my feedback, because learning something is not enough. You have to use the practical thing. You have to practical assignments you have to do, so that that thing can come inside yourself. Then everything reviewing of your assignments are done, and it's a daily. I have a WhatsApp support system. You can WhatsApp me. I will reply you back. and you can watch this video as many times as possible. And one more thing, this program is getting upgraded daily because our students are doing a lot of research themselves, they're submitting them. So this program is continuously getting upgraded. Once you become part, so you automatically become keeps on getting up part of upgrade. So you can go to this link, https @97. You can see the testimonials of this video. Also, I am sharing the testimonials basically below, so you can just go down and see the different testimonials which are over there. You can hear people talking. They're very people from the. I'm doing this for the common people. Okay, even numerologists have, the famous numerologists have become part of the thing. So you can just listen to the testimonials below, and there's a link I've given here. You can just copy paste the link, or just go downstairs and just go down a little bit and see the testimonials of different people. Yes, it can also go to my Facebook account, and you can see different. Or just copy paste this link if it is possible for you, and you can have the link. Probably I've also given the Facebook link below, so you can take the link, or go to my Satya Datta in Facebook, and just become a friend with the in the Source Numerology group. Invite yourself, and then we can also talk further. And you will get. I keep on posting a lot of information in that. I will be posting a lot of information through that in my social media, so you will able to get the information. So these are the things. So just like, let me just quickly share what are the 5 days content which we teach. So like this, so day one, and the day one is basically we talk about solution orientation. We just do a kind of a small orientation. Then we talk more about source and the source tools. We talk what is numerology. We go into the detail and depth, try to understand different parts of the numerology. We understand more about SWOT analysis, and we understand the different sections. So there are various videos, separate videos which are given, separate content which is given for the date of birth, the time of birth, the year of birth, and the soul number or the Vedic number, and we understand each and every from there. Also, in each day you get a link to my book. I'll come to that part, but you have also a text content and also another practice along with that. Day two is the most important thing, where we understand the levels of existence. See, where exactly is the problem coming out from? Whether the problem is in the physical level, are you a physical person? Are you into physical, just to understand the physical, or you're a mental person? All the problem is coming in the mind, or the more problem is coming from the emotion. Emotion is the energy in motion. So that determines the spirituality, or the problem is coming from the soul level, or it is in alignment with the source. So we understand the levels of existence. Then another important thing we understand is called as the law of karma. Now, the karma theory is taught in a very amazing way, because as a student of astrology, numerology, healing, you should understand karma very, very well. What are the kinds of karma? It is just not good karma or the bad karma. It is just not your karma. The karma, there are another 2 types of karma, which is very, very important. You should be aware of. Then karma is not about you. Karma is also about your ancestors. What is ancestral karma? And just, you do not have just karma with another person. You have karma with your relationships. You have karma with your career. You have karma with your finances. You have karma with Mother Earth. So it's a complete detail. And in that, one more thing is taught. What is the exact science which is happening in the karma? When you do something good or bad, what happens? Which center gets activated from that? What exactly the messages are released, and how these messages are converted into virtues, and how it affects your life, and how it affects your finances. Everything is taught in that. So see, if you learn numerology, just numbers is not enough. So suppose you are feeling thirsty, and I'm giving you water, and in a glass, and if the glass has holes in it, what will happen? All the water will drain. So learning karma theory is the most important thing. If you understand karma theory, a lot of things will start changing right away. So that's very, very important. So then you learn about what? You learn about the 5 elements. Your body is made up of 5 elements. Okay, everything around you is made up of 5 elements. Stars, galaxies, universe are made up of 5 elements of nature. Numerology, numbers are strangely connected with 5 elements. So seeing the missing numbers and available numbers, you're able to tell that whether your liver has a problem, or whether your kidney has issues, your lungs are affected or not. So who should be careful for the finances? Now, people having certain organ problems should be very careful with their finances. Their debt can increase. All this can be understood by the 5 elements. It's just a magic. So I was part of the Benson's Hospital. So doctors are still today call me up. So there was one person who was part of the Benson's who called me that her mother is having rashes in the skin. I said, there's a problem with the lungs. But yes, the water accumulation happening in the lungs. So there is a correlation of the numbers along with the thing. So today, as I said, today morning, some Prani Killer called me from south of India, and he was saying, and I was saying to him that you should take care of your liver, you should take care of your stomach, you should take care of your legs. So he said, yes, I have a leg issue, I have a liver problem. I just saw his numbers, and on the basis of the numbers, I was able to tell and support him and guide him. That's the magic. Then there are aspects of the life. Your problem in life may not be from that aspect which you're thinking. So we think that what are the aspects of the life? Maybe we think the health, the relationship, money, finances. No, there are so many aspects inside aspects. So there was a case in which a person had very bad finances and relationship issues because there was a person in his company who was stealing money. Yeah? So there was something like that. The pilferage was happening. So those things you should be able to know. As a neurologist, you should be able to see the holistic picture. Okay, he should be able to know the timing of the events, because in the advance we talk about the also in the Prashna Kundalini, basically how the Prashna Kundalini works. So all the things you can understand by looking at the understanding the aspect of the life. Now come to day three. Day three is another magic which is going to happen. We explain the numbers in much more detail. And so every day you're given some kind of an assignment. Okay, this is a day in which you're given, in the first day you're taught how to find out the missing numbers and the available numbers. Second day you're taught to understand, and you talk about the elements, what kind of disease can take place in that person. The third day, the numbers are explained in a much more deeper way. And here a strange assignment is given where you discover your money blueprint. So it's a very simple, the students themselves do this exercise, and you discover your own blueprint by understanding the money blueprints of some of the case studies which we tell you to do. And you understand the journey of the numbers, what is the importance of the mantras of the numbers and all. And second, I give you some principles to find the activated number. You remember I talked about the activated number as a secret number, which keeps on helping you without coming in front. So if you can find this activated number, magic can happen in your life. So numeroscope. So numeroscope is a technique of seeing. So like there is a telescope to see far away things, microscope to see close things. Numeroscope is to understand the influence and the energy of the numbers in your life. So that's called as numeroscope. People call numeroscope in various names, but numeroscope is the best name. There are so many people call about many things. So what is the numeroscope for Vastu? What is the numeroscope for seeing a human being? So what is the central number that can also shift? So we talk about those. In a flash, you can see the numbers. You can see what percentage of lifetime things can happen in your life. So that's also possible through seeing numerals. What are the yogas available? What are the yogas missing? So what is the SWOT analysis? You can see all from the numeroscope. And after numeroscope, something called in day 4, we talk about dasha. See, everybody is having a different clock system. So, and in each and every clock, these available numbers and missing numbers and activated numbers are coming. Okay, so if you are able to see these activated numbers and missing numbers, so you will be able to take better decisions, and you can able to better time your events of your life. So you want to invest in a stock market, and suppose the timing is of a missing number, there may be possibility that you will be able to lose that money. So, but if you do something with better opportunity time, you want to buy a home and a huge opportunity is coming for you, so then you should buy the home. And Vastu. So this Vastu is not related to the original Vastu. Vastu should be done on the basis of the Ashtak Varga of the person. So the Vastucharya should, the astrologer should do the Vastu, and then you should go to Vastucharya, then you should do the architect. But this is a very simple and miraculous Vastu. If you follow this Vastu based on the numerology, and if you apply them very simply, I'll tell you certain principles, and you will see a strange change. So I applied this Vastu on a company which is going at a 4,000 rupees a day revenue, and suddenly I did a Vastu based on just I was not checking the I was not checking the Ashtak Varga or anything, but I was just doing it on the Vastu. From 4,000 it reached to 10,000 in a day. So that is the power of this Vastu, because if you don't understand, just do this and you will get results. Then we get the solution of the missing number. One of the greatest solutions is the karma. I talked about karma. If you follow right karma, right things, but there are so many solutions to this, so many compatibility things that we understand and talk about that in this solution. But amazing, there are so many solutions. So from the mind to the emotions of the body, orbital energies, there are grid energies. How can you activate them? What is the personalized grids? And everything is talked about in this thing. And also one of the solutions of missing number is numerology. It is a subject on its own, but here also day 5 we talk about numerology. So I give you one of the greatest secret of the earth. So there are so many numerology, Pythagorean, there is a Kabbalah system, but I give you one system in which we check the binary system of the thing, and I give you six, seven principles. We talk about which you should follow. It's a kind of a graphology principles, yin and yang principles. I talk about that, and feeling what is the power in the name. And I give you a simple secret. Now, if you follow that, you will be able to understand your name, the power which is coming, and what are the blessings you can give. So it is an amazing class, and it's an eye-opener class for many people. So it's very, very important to understand that why some names become so famous, why some companies become so famous, what is the power inside, why should not you use certain words which can actually crash you in between in your life. So these are very important things. And then we talk about how can you practice and how can you progress further in your life, because it's all about your profession finally. So this is the magic. So if you really are interested in learning numerology from this course, which is called as the Redesign Your Destiny with Source Numerology, I will just quickly share you. We also give a lot of support even in this course, as I was talking about this. What are the supporting bonus we come? So let me just give you quickly what we give. So this I give you an instant access once you enroll yourself for this course, and and then what I give as a bonus is I give my flip book. This is an excerpt from my book Source, and I have created another book which is called as a Redesign of Destiny into Source Numerology, and I give you something called as a forgiveness practice. Now, forgiveness practice is the key of many success. Okay, forgiveness brings inner joy and inner peace. So what happens that you have somebody has done something with you, and you are carrying that garbage inside you completely. So what happens during that? A lot of higher energies are unable to move inside your body, and you are blocked. You are thinking in certain patterns, which is actually not required by you. You're subconsciously programming yourself in a very negative way. The forgiveness is the key. Once you release these energies, so you are going to attract much more higher energies. The forgiveness is of two types. One is that you have done something wrong with any person and immediately ask forgiveness. Now, second is that somebody else has done something wrong with you or your ancestors or your descendant, and you forgive that person. So that's the power. So this is a guided meditation practice. If you practice this meditation, I think a lot of transformation may occur. So then I give you access to my source community. Then any of your family member can also access that, and you and your family member can have one-to-one with me. So let us understand the total value of the program. So originally, if you go to my Instamoza account, this is around 4,999, around 5,000 rupees. The bonus, this flip book is 499. This practice alone it's a powerful practice. Understand this forgiveness practices. These are all separate things, and this is priceless because you become part of the source community. Then suppose another person would have enrolled, so you would have to pay another 5,000 rupees. So one-to-one with me, I charge around 100 to 2,500 depending on the personal issues. So the total value, again, we are coming to value, so is around 14,999. But since you're watching this program from this link which I'm sharing with you, you have to pay only 2,999. So this price may increase further to 3,999, but at the moment the price is for a limited time. This price is available in 2,999. But since the program is getting a lot of upgradations which is happening, so the price can increase. So I've given a link in below, so you can click on the link. You will be taken into a Instamoza link, and you can just go to Instamoza. You can pay in your own method. Or what you can do, you can pay using these methods also, using Paytm or Google Pay or Phone Pay, and you can just send it across to me in my mobile ID. You can take a screenshot of this. If you have paid, I will immediately send you the access. Okay, I will immediately send you the access. All the things are mentioned also here. So if you click on the button, you will be able to understand how you will be able to do it. So my numbers are there. So if you are feeling interested, you can go and click on the button, and this is like an investment for your life. See, it's very important for a right guidance at the right time, because sometimes people keep on making mistakes and mistakes. And one more thing I'm telling you, sometimes people may have that blockages kind of thing that, whatever. This is so for some people, this is a lot of people are enrolling for this course. Some people, they may be having financial. Understand one thing: the finance comes from also your thought process and universe, if he wants it to do or not. So always write an application to the universe, to the source. You want to have this course or not. If there's a connection, you will see that is kind of many of my students have said that we did not have the money and finance. They are in my source guidance program. So I have got like advanced numerology and advanced source guidance program also. That's valued in a little higher this thing, because this is a very 30 days course. It is like 5 days course. So they have said the very strange thing. When we wanted, there was a huge intention inside us to do something, and we said we want to do it, and suddenly money came from the source. Now, if something like that happens, do not forget to enroll in this course, and please enroll in this course, because as I was showing you, this is all the things which is taught. Do not miss this karma theory. Do not miss this 5 element theory. 5 element theory can meet emergency situations. There are people who called me. They said, "Doctors are just doctor, and I am waiting when my mother will exit from this earth." I said, "You just okay. I'm not interested when they're going to exit from this world. You just do this thing." After 3 or 4 days, I'm calling. How's your mother? She's back home. That is the power in numbers. I'm telling you, I am every day I myself get into a wow moment. Now, if you learn this, you will yourself get into finances. Once you understand one of your organs of the body is connected with your finances, if you take care of your organs in your behavior, you will have an amazing finance in your life. Will it not be a kind of a miracle in your life? So this is like activate a number. If you can activate the activated number, if you can start praying to the activated number, if you start taking guidance to the activated, you'll start seeing that many things will happen. You also not these things are happening so fast, so spontaneously in your life. That's the power. And the most important power, you know what? You will be able to help not only yourself, you will be able to help your family, you will be able to increase the frequency of so many people. Who knows? You may become a catalyst for the transformation of the whole world. So that can bring a lot of fulfillment in your life. So here was my little humble presentation. So all the links are below there. Don't miss this opportunity, because more time you pass, you may not know what mistakes are you doing daily. So you can help your family, you can help your son or a daughter, you can help one of your friends using this power of numerology. So go ahead, click this button below and go enroll yourself for the Source Numerology program. Redesign your destiny and your life with Source Numerology. So there are 3 methods of again going. You just click on the install module button. If you go and pay, automatically the link will be sent to you in your mail ID. But if you are into you wanted to pay through Google Pay or a Phone Pay, you can go and click and pay 2,999, and you can send across your screenshot to me, and I will immediately enroll. WhatsApp me in my number, and I will immediately send you the link. So there are 5-day classes. So there are 5-day classes. So 5-day classes has been given 5 separate days, and there is if you go down on each and every day, there's a video, there are contents, there is an assignment. So if you go below, and so if you have the book, you will have the forgiveness practice, and if you click on the button, you will go to the next day. But I advise you, don't go into the next day. These are all password protected. I will send you your password. So so you finish up this assignment, and then you go to the thing. Send me the assignment, so we will work it out, and it is going to be fun, interesting, and it's going to be really entertaining. It is done in a so simple way. Try to understand things in a so simple way. You have questions, you send me the answer, and we will have fun together. You will become part of the Source community, Source family. And with this, I'm going to call it a day. And may Source numbers be with us. Bless you, your family, your life beyond comprehension. I see you in my course, Redesign Your Destiny with Source Numerology. Thank you so much for watching this program. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm really grateful. Love you. Thank you. Really honored and grateful that you have able come over here, and I have able to serve you with whatever information which was told to me. Thank you so much. God bless you. Beyond.